But anyone who's joining for the very first time, welcome on in. I know we get some lovely lurkers with Final Fantasy. And this is my first playthrough of Shadowbringers. If you know what's going to happen, you know what to do. Keep those lips zipped. Don't spoil anything. All I am told is that this is also Philsbringer, and there's going to be a lot of twists and turns and a lot of emotional damage, and I revel in the emotional damage. It's what we're here for. It's why we play Final Fantasy. So if you are tempted to type a spoiler, instead do a single smiley face in chat. And as always, if you're not sure if I've seen something yet or not, probably best not to say anything. You can always ask one of the mods if you're like, oh, I really want to mention this thing, but I'm not sure if she's done it yet. We have some lovely green swords up in chat, so you can always ask them. But yes, do not spoil my unblemished eyes. I want to suffer. Let me suffer. It was meant to be Craven. Wait, so what's the full name? I don't know if I've heard of this at all. Oh look, it's a falafel. Hello, delicious falafel. How fare you this day? You are so small. A toadstool would be just about the right size for you. What was I doing? I was helping the weird... I don't even know what they are. Like, they're giving Barney to some extent. Like... It's kind of giving Barney crossed with a Cocker Spaniel. A little bit of Jar Jar Binks in there too. Jar Jar Binks, Cocker Spaniel Barney. / Dolphin. But they have hair, which kind of weirds me out. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about it. It's a doggo, yeah, kind of like a doggo. The lawless ones. Oh, I was supposed to go and fetch something, was I not? Not my fishing quest, that one always comes up. Weird lad's ears appear droopy even now by normal standards. Speak with Minfilia. Well, I can't remember what's going on, but we're gonna go and talk to Minfilia. We'll see what happens. Where am I? Oh, I'm up north. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Give me a poke in chat if you want to speak to me in private. Thanks, Aria. Aria also is a Final Fantasy expert, so you won't be spoiling Aria on the story. Aria knows everything. There's a wizard. Hello? I can't fly here yet. I'm ground bound. Till I find all the farts. And I know I purposefully walked past one. Although it was worth it because it annoyed you guys, so it was worth everything. What's this? Warlockdorf. Warlockdorf. Oh, I love this zone. It's so pretty. I want to go in the castle though. I feel like that's going to be a raid or something. Don't tell me, but I feel like it's going to be a raid. We've already had one dungeon that was set in the Fairylands. Like in a kind of creepy but beautiful fairy realm. I think that's maybe my favorite dungeon aesthetically that I've ever done in Final Fantasy. It was beautiful. Also, that bridge appearing at the last moment, I did not see that coming. That was a wow moment for sure. I didn't touch the crystal. I made such a big point of going to touch the crystal and then I just walked past it. God, can't believe I've done this. Oh, yeah. Also, I would like to point out something which I feel like might be TMI, but some of you know, so I feel like I may as well mention it. So, I don't really know how to say this. I'm currently off my meds. Run for your lives! She's unleashed! She's off the medication! But, some of you know I have anxiety. And I have been on anti-anxiety meds for like 2 years now. And last week I started coming off them for the first time, which I'm really happy about because I didn't really want to be on them anymore. And obviously these are meds that affect your brain juices, and they were really, really helpful when I was going through some really difficult times, and it really helped with the physical symptoms of anxiety. So I would shake a lot. I would have like stomach cramps and stomach upsets, and it's just something that's allowed me to do a lot of things that I wouldn't have been able to do otherwise. And it helped me day to day. Like there was a point in my life where I could not even go outside of my own front door. So I've been able to do a lot of big things recently, like go to America and stuff. And it was helpful for that time, but they're not, well, at least the ones I was on is not something you want to be on forever if you can. So I was always like, I'll come off them soon. I'll go off them soon. And then like years went by and I was like, well, okay. So it's been like the last week or so I've been weaning off of them. So if my brain is a little bit slower, please forgive her, because she's currently like rewiring herself a little bit. It takes a while until everything's back to normal again, but I feel really good. I've got to say, like, I feel really good. I think my main like reason that I wanted to come off them as well is that it was just kind of like this numbness all the time, and that was helpful at a certain point in my life, like just kind of like floating through life, you know, like not really feeling like you were there, you know, like, oh, this is cool, I'm chill. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm ready to feel all the shit again. So there you go. There you go. But just in case anyone's like, Dawn, you're not like reading chat properly today, or Dawn, you're walking in circles, just to let you know, my brain is regenerating and trying to achieve its new form. I'm going to emerge more glorious than ever. I'm not gonna lie though, like, it's easier to talk already. I don't know whether anyone has been on any kind of antidepressants or anxiety meds and like, there's like a weird kind of brain fog and you're always reaching for words, and like there would be something I wanted to say and I couldn't sometimes quite grab the word for it, and I'd be like, oh, what is that thing called with the stuff and the thing? Like, I forgot very important things. I forgot Arwen's name on this. I was like, the woman, the elf woman from Lord of the Rings, and like that's a big thing. Like, how could I forget who Arwen was? So yes, I'm regenerating. But there you go. There you go. I normally walk in circles and forget where I'm going though, so it's not really any different from usual. But yes, TLDR, she's off her meds. Run for your life. She's coming for you. Whee! I noticed that I either speak way faster or I pause mid-sentence because I lost the plot. Just loading. It's like, you know when you lose internet connection and it's just spinning, the wheel is just going round and round. Like, that happened a lot. I was like, I don't really want to load anymore. I want to have immediate data recall, please. I don't want the buffering. Yeah. But who knows? And obviously, like, different things work for different people. For me, they worked for a long time, and that was what I needed. I needed help with the physical stuff, because that was what really bothered me. Like, I couldn't pick up a phone call. I could not send an email without like physically shaking. It was, yeah, I am and was a wreck. But that helped me out a lot, because like physical stuff is just like, you can't control it. And I don't think I realized for a long time that was anxiety. And I didn't realize that anxiety could do that to you. I always thought, oh, it has to be something else. Like when I was at university, it was really bad. And I had such bad stomach pain that I was convinced that I must have like some kind of tumor or something. I had so many tests done. And like, it was anxiety. That's what it actually ended up being. And I feel like I knew what anxiety was, but I didn't know that it could do things to your body like that. Like, I thought, oh, it's just, you know, stuff you think about, but it seriously can have like real physical effects. Exactly. Anyway, hi Minfilia. How you doing?
Father Collard's chambers are through here. I peered inside, and sure enough, it was milling with Numu. They looked none too friendly. If Thancred were here, he'd tell me to go about it quietly and quickly. Let us split up. I'll find all the ink I can and then come back outside. I'll see you shortly, Astariel. I can't remember how she talks, but you know, Minfilia is very softly spoken from the other world, so there you go. There you go.
How did you defeat it? It's an ongoing boss fight. Like, it's never defeated, but I think for me it was a combination of therapy. Therapy's great, we love therapy. Go to therapy, everyone. And then whilst I was going through CBT, so cognitive behavioral therapy, I was also on the meds, and the meds just helped me like take a step back a little bit and like see everything from the outside and like process some of the situations I was in better. Because it would be like, if I went outside, be like tunnel vision, can't breathe, shaking, all of that. And then if you feel like that, you can't really think through the process of what's actually going on, and you can't even take in what's around you and think about, oh, okay, everything's actually fine. Like, your brain actually can't do that whilst you're having that physical reaction. So for me, it was the wombo combo of therapy and meds together that helped a lot too. For me, it was just admitting that it was a problem and I needed help. I'm a stubborn git sometimes, and I was convinced for a long time that I could deal with it myself. I am the president of the Stubborn Git Club, so I definitely identify with that. It took me like way too long to go to therapy, and I was like, no, because they'll just like say, oh, and how do you feel about that? Like, isn't that what therapy is? Like, they just go, oh, and how do you feel about that? What kind of feelings does that give you? Like, I just thought it was all bullshit, basically. But no, it's science, okay? And your brain is a natural part of your body that you need to train, and you can change. You can literally change the pathways in your brain. Oh, welcome, Tyrant! Good to have you. Oh goodness, I hear you. I'm going through something myself, and I'm realizing what anxiety is, and it's been a big help. It's really crazy. I never knew anxiety could hurt my stomach like that. Yeah. Like, everyone just assumes like, oh, you know, anxiety's worrying about stuff, but it's so much more than that. And sometimes you're not even like thinking about being worried. It's just like, boom, physical symptom. There you go. There you go. Panic attack. Have that. And for a while, I didn't know that my panic attacks were panic attacks. Like, I thought something was wrong, like maybe I had asthma or something, or maybe I was pre-diabetic or something like that. Because I would just have these moments where like I would just shake and I couldn't breathe. And it was really scary. And I had no idea that that was anxiety. I didn't know that it could do that to you. But in answer to how do you defeat anxiety? Video games. Yeah, fix everything, fix everything. It's the cure-all, it's the wonder potion. Highly recommend video games. Oh, why are we killing porksies? I just realized we're killing pork. Why are we killing porksies? I didn't realize I was viciously murdering them. Oh no! We're killing evil fungi monsters. I don't even know if the Porksies were violent or if they were one of the neutral mobs that I was killing. Anxiety is our natural fight or flight mechanism, and sometimes, sadly, some of us just have higher anxiety levels. Yeah, and it can be, you know, environmental stuff, trauma. It can be just how you're wired as well, that you just respond more to stuff. And yes, evolutionary-wise, back in ye olde days, it would literally be that you needed the energy to fight off wolves or lions or protect your young from predators. But now, like, my predator is answering the phone. God, modern day life sucks. I'd rather fight wolves. Wolves, no problem, no problem. Phone call from my landlord, big problem. Big problem. Having to make a doctor's appointment, poor. Poor. No. It actually shows you in the icon next to their health bar. If it's red, they're auto-hostile, and if it's blue, they only fight you if you attack them first. In my defense, I'm used to yellow for neutral mobs. World of Warcraft, and then I think also Elder Scrolls Online, they're yellow if they're neutral, so... I don't know how that's going to hold up in a court of law, but like they did it first. It was them. They chose violence. What about talking to a wolf on a phone? My, how long your teeth are. My, how sharp your ears. I think it's the other way around, actually. Supposed to find invisible ink. I found one. I love these toadstool houses. Feel like I'm in Mario. Although I will say, why can't I have a fairy house or a toadstool house? Why can't I have one, Square Enix? Why are you preventing me from achieving my cottagecore dreams? I would pay so much cash shop money to have a little mushroom house. Do the Wisps have an FC house? No, we don't. How does it work with FC houses? Do you have a personal house and then a separate FC house? Or do you designate one of your personal houses to be the FC house? Because I'm not sure how all that works yet. I have an apartment and that's it. I know that house bidding in Final Fantasy is a bit more complicated. Oh god, are they neutral? He's not attacking me at least. I'm so sorry. I think they're neutral, but they don't like you stealing their mushrooms. So, if they're nearby, I'm gonna be in trouble. There's one more. Where is it? Somewhere in here. Garden Porksy. Oh well, you did fight first, Potter. Bloody Potter. I'd love to have a house like those in the Pixie Zone. Yeah, the kind of Hobbit-style flat roof coming out of the hill with the flowers on top. Oh my god. If they did that as a player house. Or could we make our Free Company house look like that? I'm not sure how deep the outside house customization goes because I've only had an apartment. So I don't know if you can like actually place building materials and stuff and change the look of the outside. There is a really nice cottage style house skin. Oh. Free companies can buy houses. There's separate wards for free company houses, so they don't share with the single owner houses. Okay. We need to do that. I don't know how much gil it is for a free company house. I imagine a lot. Is it more than 2,390,000 gil. Because that's what I have, even after buying my apartment. Who's Oriange, and why are we surprised that he's hot? Well, see, it really was a surprise, Tyrant, because throughout all of the previous storyline, he has been this mysterious man who speaks in Shakespearean rhyme, prose thing. And he talketh like this, and yes, very intellectual. And he's always worn this big cloak that covers his face almost entirely and his entire body. And then in this expansion, he just appears with like half of his chest out, just chilling, wearing a little side earring and giving us cheeky winks. So I'm still surprised. I'm still surprised. It's 3 million for a small, 16 million for a medium, and around 45 million for a large. Excuse me? 45 million gil. What is wrong with the economy? Oh, it's those capitalist fat cat pigs in the what's it called? The floating city place. It's their fault. It's their fault. I think I'm gonna have to farm some gil. Although apparently Blue Mage is the way to farm gil. At least that's what people were saying. Just nuke everything on Blue Mage. Literal fat cats, yeah. Oh no, I missed an ink. I thought I had them all. Go back and find them. A bunch have medium. Medium doesn't sound terrible. 16 doesn't sound like completely unachievable because I have 2 million gil already and I haven't even been trying to make gil. I've never used the auction house. I've only done MSQ and I already have that many, so surely it can't be that bad. Oh, I'll be behind the house. Also, can you choose the neighborhood it's in? And does that change the aesthetic, like the personal houses do? I think Gradania is the best, but who knows? Dang, I looked him up and he is pretty. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And he also has a wonderful voice. Sorry, he doth have a most wonderful voice. You shall hear it this stream if thou sticketh around. He is rather glorious. It's a serious problem in Final Fantasy. Just keep introducing hot people. And the real problem is they keep introducing villains who are also hot. And I'm supposed to hate them, but they just make them needlessly attractive. We haven't seen the half white hair, half black hair, hot Joker-esque man for a while. You know who I mean. I forgot his name. Mr. Smirky Smirk. Half. He's got one of the Garlean bindies, and then he's got half white hair, half black hair, and he just walks around like, you know, that guy, that one. What's his name? Trevor? Malcolm? Greg? Doesn't ring a bell. Something girl. Probably Steve, yeah. I honestly can't remember what he's called. I'm gonna call him Gerald. That's his name now. We haven't seen Gerald for a while. He was kind of in the back of a cutscene, just being smarmy. But apart from that, he's disappeared for a while. He'll be back. Oh, we have to speak to I assumed we were going back to the other place, but Minfilia's here. Praise be the Omi! Praise be the power of the one and only Moogs! The Moogs has left us for now, but she is around. She is around. She joined for Final Fantasy Friday, of course. That's why I love these games, because there's always really interesting fantasy names, and then you've got the occasional Brian. It happens in a lot of Square Enix games as well. Like when I found out Sid was the main character in a Final Fantasy game, I was like, Sid? Really, Sid? Sid's just a bloke's name. But it's a fancy spelling of Sid. It says C-I-D rather than S-I-D, as in Ice Age Sid. So I guess it's special. No offense to any Sids. I love a Sid. Is she on top of the mountain? On the crystal? Oh, there she is. Hiding. Hello.
Oh, thank goodness. There you are.
Hello.
Those Numo were rather frightening. I'm glad you're safe.
They weren't scary at all, actually. They were rather cute. I felt kind of mean for butchering them, if I'm honest. I see you use daggers. I'm glad you're safe too. You don't need to worry about me. Yeah, I see you like stabbing things. I do too.
Thancred taught me, but I'm still a novice.
Can't really imagine her stabbing things. She's too cute.
The Minfilias before me battled Sin Eaters as part of the Yulmoran army. But that had all changed by the time I was found. They held me captive so that I wouldn't follow in the others' footsteps.
Surely they should have just killed you.
I'd still be in my cell now had Thancred not spirited me away. When he found me, I knew nothing of the world. I didn't know how to live, let alone fight. Thancred once told me that if the efforts to summon you failed, it would fall to me to face the Light Wardens. I realized then that it was the only reason he kept me close. As a contingency. The truth is, he can't stand to be around me.
No, that's not true. He will protect you in any world. I've seen it before. He cares about you. He always has.
Because I'm not her. I'm not his Minfilia.
I know, but he still cares about you. It doesn't mean you're just a replacement.
Once, we journeyed to Nabatha together, to the place where the Oracle appeared and stayed the flood. As we drew near, I felt as though I was fading away. I shut my eyes and covered my ears, and then...
And then you want yourself?
I'm not sure what happened after that. I have a vague feeling that I said something to him. Only it wasn't me at all. It was her. Afterwards, Thancred didn't say a word. Only kept to himself and brooded. There's nothing I can do for him. Nothing I can offer but my presence. Though it only reminds him of his loss.
To be honest though, when isn't Thancred brooding? I don't think he has another emotion other than emo brooding.
She should be the one to live on. That's why I tried to find you, because I knew that was what she wanted. But now that you're here, I'm not entirely sure what it was she intended me to do.
I feel like she guided you to me so that then you could be free. So that you could live a normal life because she knew you deserved that. So that I could take up the mantle and take the responsibility.
Was I meant to tell you something or bring you to someone or somewhere? I can feel the answer at the edge of my mind, just out of reach.
You're not supposed to do anything. You can do whatever you want. Oh!
What is that?
That is not looking very uwu. For such an uwu thing, this does not feel very uwu. Oh, whoa.
Why? Why did you imprison us? Such boredom, such tedium have we suffered. It is unfair. Unfair. Come and play with us.
No, thank you.
It came from the castle.
You spooky wench.
Moogle, protect me.
This is everything I have. Please see it delivered to the Nemo.
That was not the aesthetic I was expecting the castle to have. It's gonna be like creepy, twisted Alice in Wonderland now. Thought it was gonna be uwu in there. But in fact, it's just gonna be oh whoa.
I will bear word to Thancred and the others.
Come play with us. Yes, come play with us.
No. Mog, do you mind? Can you find a place to sit? Thank you. Thank you. Good girl.
Oh, you're so fluffy. Yes.
Ah, 'tis a beautiful view though. Even if the place is going to be haunted. Hey Azriel! Welcome, welcome! Happy for Friday!
Forever and ever and ever. Playtime is forever.
That feels like it's gonna be a raid at some point, I'm not gonna lie. A little bit scary. We like some spookiness though, and also Titania is beautiful. It's a really cool model. Definitely gonna be some mind control going on there. And like forcing us to dance and stuff like that.
Mercy, Your Majesty. We had no choice. Please, forgive us. Oh, it's you. My ink. Were you able to retrieve it?
I was. What's wrong?
Ah, yes, this is the ink, and almost all of it too. When our king spoke to me, my day went from bad to worse. Thanks to you, it's simply bad again. What? You had the vision too? Oh, woe is us. Ordinarily, when a living being turns into a sin eater, it loses everything about its mind that defined it. However, the king has retained some of their instincts. This manifests in the desire to play and be free. So strong is that desire, it often leaks through the seal to invade our consciousness.
Oh, please don't tell me they're all gonna get mind controlled by Titania, titty lady.
For a long time, we've ignored it, but we can't do so forever. Forgive me, I was going to thank you for reuniting me with my ink. You did exactly as I asked, so I will give you the service I promised. Nothing up my sleeve, and voila! May it serve you well.
Please. Don't tell me the only reason they have introduced this adorable little village and had us going around doing fetch quests for the little creatures is because they're all gonna get mind controlled and then forced to march into the castle and serve the evil will of the Dark Fairy King. And then we're gonna have to kill them. And like, he's gonna be in the raid. And then we'll have to kill them. God damn it, Square Enix. Don't you dare. Don't you dare touch them. They're adorable, and they're happy in their little cottagecore mushroom village, okay? Don't you touch a hair on their little heads or boot their noses. Indeed.
Oh, it's nothing like honourable work. Thanks again for giving me the opportunity. Oh, I should mention that Elder Weird Aang returned a moment ago. If you seek them out, I dare say they'll have tidings for you.
I shall seek them out indeed. Woo! Who dis? We've got a Jacko coming back-o! Back for how many months? How many months? 59 months of immortality. Welcome back! Good to have your soul! And it is safe with me once again. Did you just call me a Christmas elf in that resub message though? So rude. Shocking behavior. The work at the workshop doesn't start for at least another week, okay? I'm just enjoying my game time before then. But welcome back. Can we get some love and some hype up in chat for the return of another Wisp? Sorry, Mog's giving me a very weird expression right now.
Are you okay? You look like a confused owl. Are you okay? Are you high?
I think she's high. She hasn't even had any catnip. You look so confused, girl. I think she's judging me. Always being judged. She just wants to be a lawyer, not a Christmas elf. I believe in Moogle's dreams. She can be anything she wants to. She doesn't have to follow the family profession. I believe in you, Mog.
Oh, there you are. I'm informed that you've been an excellent patron to our people. For that you have my thanks. Now then, you will be pleased to hear that we've come to a decision regarding the scepter. If you will gather your companions, I will deliver our answer. Before I begin, please allow me to express my gratitude for your kind patronage. Having been deprived of purpose for so long, our people are overjoyed at being able to serve again. But on the matter of the stone scepter, during our deliberations, we were forced to concede that we will never have the power to deal with our fallen monarch. We can release Titania neither from the castle nor from torment. In light of this, we have decided to entrust their fate to you. Take it. The stone scepter of the Numu.
This makes 3 relics. One more and we can arrange a meeting with the warden.
Ere you continue your quest, allow me to enlighten you as regards your foe. Know that Titania is not a name, but a title bestowed upon one chosen to lead the pixies by the grace of nature.
I see, because they kept referring to the king, and then I was like, oh, okay, but Titania looks like, you know, classical Titania, the female Titania, but I guess it's like the fairy thing of, like, they don't have a gender either. Even the big fairies, because we met the little fairies, and chat was like, oh yeah, they're androgynous, but I wasn't sure about the massive fairies. And why are they massive? Or is she actually tiny and she just looks really big in the cutscene? Or he, I guess, or they. I don't know, I haven't met them yet.
This leader, upon Il Mheg's founding, arose as ruler of all Fey folk to bring order to our riotous kind. In our turn, we Fey folk render our blessing unto nature, unto water, wood, and wind, that our king might be further empowered. Though they are become a sin-eater, their powers remain unchanged. When you face them, be prepared to face the full fury of nature.
Oh no, not nature.
Oh dear. Is there anything else that we should know? Anything else? Only that if you feel unready for the challenge, and none here would blame you for it, you are welcome to remain among us a while longer. After all, I myself have yet to enjoy your patronage, and who knows when I will next have the chance. We would see that you were comfortable, of course, and do all in our power to make you feel at home. Oi!
What's she do? Oh my god. What are you doing here again?
Honestly, I look away for one moment and every fairy and their uncle tries to steal my sapling from me. This is my sapling. Mine, do you hear? Not yours, and not the Firth's. And anyone who so much as thinks about trying to seduce her will wish they hadn't. Don't mess with them.
Oh, hello, Hot Rianja. The final relic is a pair of shoes wrought of crystal. They are held in the Amaro safekeeping at their settlement, Wolkdorf. 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 We're gonna go with Wolkdorf. Wolkdorf. It beareth mentioning that these Amaro are unlike those which thou hast herefore to... As always, I need more coffee to deal with the way that Orianja talks. This is Orianja, if you've not seen him before. He's rather delicious. It beareth mentioning that these Amaro are unlike those which thou hast heretofore encountered. Owing to a peculiarity of evolution, they are capable of speech, and thus we might negotiate with them as we have the Fey folk. Orianja is supposed to be hot, I don't know, but if you haven't heard his voice, he's Fenris. Like, actually same voice actor as Fenris, so if you needed convincing.
Though it saddens us to see you leave, we wish you well on your way. When you arrive at Wolkdorf, seek out the largest of the Amaro. His name is Seto, and he is their leader and the bearer of the relic.
Stoic nods all round. There you go. Chat told me that, yeah. If chat isn't lying, yeah. His milkshake bringeth everyone to the yard. I already have the Wolkdorf Aephorite, so off I go. I think they're talking about, yeah. So there's old Orianja and then there's new Orianja. To be honest, I think new Orianja does a very good job of mirroring old Orianja, and the same thing with most of the voices that have been replaced. I think they do a very good voice match. And I've got to say, as much as I did like old Alfie's voice actor, I definitely prefer new Alfie, because it just sounds like it is actually a teenager. Whereas before, I guess like they just had a much more mature voice in general, and I could always kind of tell that it was someone who was older voicing a younger character. So it just feels more authentic with this version of Alfie. Yes, old Orianja was a bit more... Yes. A bit more like rolling of the R's as well, I noticed. There's a funny interview he did on a podcast where someone asked him to read an old-timey version of the Milkshake song. This was one of the first things that chat ever showed me, like as soon as I met him. So I am aware of the Milkshake meme. It doth bringeth me to the yard. Oh, a shiny. A little gust. Yes, I'll click. Ali's already here. Like, click the damn thing. Oh. I only have a couple remaining, apparently. Okay, I'm looking for a big Amaro. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't fully realize that you weren't enemies. Which is why when I went to get the Aether thingy, I ran all the way around because I did not want to go anywhere near you. Not that you're ugly. I mean, you are ugly, but like, beauty's in the heart. I was scared you might eat me, so sorry. I'm looking for a very big Amaro. Nimbus. You don't look especially large.
You seek our leader. Continue on past the Aetherite. You cannot miss him.
I do. You cannot miss it. I mean, is he big? I don't see anything big. Continue on past the Aetherite. Which directions? Sat-nav unclear. This way? I look for thy leader.
Seto, he makes his roost in the next building.
Thank you. Hey Jen, welcome on in. Happy for Friday. Oh look, loads of wisps jumping up and down. I wonder if this could be the place. Oh look, an enormous Amaro. Surely this could not be the character we're looking for. No, he's quite small actually. I don't know what they're talking about. He's tiny. I want to sit on him. I want to sit on him. There you go. An enormous Amaro slumbers peacefully. What will you say? Cal! Seto! Mog! I mean, there's only one option here. I'm just gonna scream Mog at him. Mog! Mog! She's gonna think I have treats now. He slip. An enormous Amaro slumbers peacefully. Well, Mog doesn't work. Seto! Oh. Correct answer. Cow!
Odd bird?
Oh, you know Ardbert. Aww. I take it back, they're really cute. They're kind of like camel birds.
Oh, forgive me, I was having a dream. Seldom do men visit us. What brings you to our village?
I don't know, really.
Did I hear you right? You desire the crystal shoes, that you may confront Light Warden. No, you mustn't think such thoughts. Even if you are indeed immune to the light's corruption, as you claim, vanquishing the king will bring you naught but sorrow. Forget this folly. Return from whence you came. While we appreciate your concern, we have no choice in the matter. Will you not reconsider?
Oh, that's Thancred. While we appreciate your concern, we have no choice in the matter. Will you not reconsider? Come, my friends. Let us leave him with his thoughts. He is reconsidering. 'Tis harder by far to change the minds of they who mean well than they who mean ill. Forgive me, but I'm not sure I understand. And little wonder. 'Tis the first time thou hast set foot here. 'Twould behoove you all to learn something of the nature of this community, I think. and there is no surer way than to speak with its members, and to do fetch quests for them. Wise words. In such wise, you will come to understand Seto's reason for refusing us, and, I hope, gain an insight into how he may yet be persuaded. So I bid ye seek out the Amaro and make yourselves known unto them. A gentle touch shall suffice by way of a greeting. I go up and touch them? Okay. Bro's got a lethal face card. I know. Absolutely murderous face card. Is Morg allowed to have treats? She is. She is allowed. She actually has had no treats today, so she is allowed. Rispa. Ah yes, Dawn Rispa. Well now, it is not often that we are invited by... Well now, it is not often that we are visited by men, much less unglamoured ones. What brings you so far from your own kind? Oh, I have to touch you. Okay. Who's a good boy? Oh, how long has it been since I felt man's touch? I relate. I cannot help but be reminded of my master's hand. He was a knight of Vobert, a noble and valiant soul. But like so many others, he died fighting the Sin-Eaters. Though he is long departed, I remain in this land out of respect for his memory. So they were really friendly with the humans. They seem to be a little bit cautious, though. They're not really sure that they can trust us. Were they betrayed by humans before? They welcomed us in easy enough, though. There is another one over here somewhere. We do not know where. Hey Primal, welcome, welcome. We are currently in Shadowbringers zones. I don't know what this entire zone is called. Il Mheg. Il Mheg, so it's the fairy zone. My favourite so far.
Are you one of those treasure hunters? There is nothing left for you here.
You'll change your mind when I pat you.
Oh, it tickles. Enough. I never had a master. I'm not accustomed to it. Not that I dislike your kind, you understand. On the contrary, we Amaro were bred to be fond of men. In the beginning, we were all of us mindless beasts. Then a mage of Ronka gave us the gift of intelligence, that we might better serve our masters. After that empire fell, those with the gift eventually died out. On rare occasions, however, we are born with the seed of our ancestors in us. If we live long enough amongst men, this seed may quicken. Okay, restoring the power of speech to us, among other things. So it was with me, though I never had a master, as I told you. The pigeons of Final Fantasy. Yeah, I feel bad for pigeons. Back when pigeons were useful, you humans loved them. You used them to carry messages. You would pet pigeons. They would be like a member of the family. And then, all of a sudden, when they were no longer of use to you, you called them the rats of the sky, and you cast them out. And now, all they can do is peck at leftovers on the pavement. They are cheeky, though. I don't understand how you can be mean to pigeons, though. Like, I've literally seen people kick pigeons. No. No. Also, they make such peaceful sounds. You know, the little... This is a nice sound. It's a relaxing sound. What is all this commotion? Did something happen whilst we slumbered? No. You're about to be touched! Oh, what's happening? Why am I being patted? It's wonderful. seldom do we have the chance to enjoy the attentions of men. Your kind are loath to come here for fear of the Fey folk. But then, we are Fey folk too. When first we made our home here, we swore an oath to the Fairy King, you see. It is easy to forget sometimes.
You should all come and live at the Crystal Place, and then you can have as many pets as you like. Minfilia is just chatting away to one of them. That is a tiny reindeer. That is the smallest reindeer I have ever seen. Ah! Ooh. Well, just Final Fantasy things, do not question. Thou hast peered into the hearts of the Amaro, I take it.
Yes, and I have petted and booted them.
Then thou canst not choose but to see the intense and abiding love they bear for men. It is out of concern for our welfare and not scorn that Seto seeketh to dissuade us from confronting their king. Yet confront their king we must, and to that end, we must needs have the crystal shoes. Is this all going to be some big Wizard of Oz reference in the end? Woo! Woo! Speaking of wizards, we've got Flare coming back! Back for 43 months of immortality. Welcome back, Flare! Your bright pink soul is safe, as always. Get in the ethereal bloom jar. In there with you. Put the stopper on as soon as possible. Also, hi, Magnus! Welcome, welcome. Astariel, might I prevail upon thee to confer with Seto in private? The task of slaying the Light Warden will ultimately be thine, and it is for thee, I believe, that he worrieth the most. But worrieth not, for if thou hast worry in your life, thou needest look no further than book club. Doth thou enjoy hallucinating amongst thy fellow wisps, and engaging in adventures of the fantasy and sci-fi variety? Well, thou must join book club. Hast thou a New Year's resolution to readeth more books? Is thou a lazy bugger? Doth thou need encouragement in thy pursuits of routine? Well, well, you must join the book club of the most regal nerds in the realm. You should join book club. If you've been trying to get back into reading and you want some fellow nerds to hang out with and talk about books with, come join book club. Book club is done through Patreon, but we have a secret Discord channel for the patrons. And we're currently reading Gideon the Ninth. We'll be reading Gideon the Ninth all of December as well. I've extended that read because I'm slacking, as usual. But I think most of the time when it comes to Christmas in book club, we take things a bit easier as well, because some people are away seeing family and don't always have time to read. So we'll be starting our new read in January, but you should definitely come and join us for Gideon if you've not read it. Lesbian Space Necromancers. That's all you need to know. Boom. Have you ever read a book about lesbian space necromancers? I doubt it. Well, you should. Come join book club.
Tell him of thy many great deeds, spoken in earnest. Thy words may yet move him to change his mind.
Wilt thou change thy mind?
You've spoken with my brethren. Then you see it is not out of scorn that I deny you the relic. I simply cannot bear to see men fight and die. Not anymore. None of us can. To lose one who has placed a gentle hand on us even once fills our hearts with untold sorrow, as my brothers and sisters will readily attest.
Oh, it's really sweet they're so attached to humans and elves, I guess. This is something we must do. I'll win, don't worry. I never lose. I'm the protagonist. It's fine. It must be done. If we don't do this, then everything could be destroyed.
What am I to make of such declarations? Tell me, why do you wish this? This land is no longer man's to fight for, nor will your doing so compel the Fae folk to change. And in order to obtain the other relics, you will already have paid the due price. Naught more is owed. Why then would you risk all to face our fallen king?
To save the world. To keep a promise to my friends, because best friends never lie to each other.
To do what no one else can. To save the world. Isn't that my job?
What did you say? The very words. Could it be a mere coincidence? Very well. You may believe what you say, but we shall see if you have the strength to do it.
They have very kind eyes, despite looking kind of scary from afar. When you get close to them, they have very kind eyes.
Sin Eaters have been prowling the area of late. Prove yourself against them, and I will consider giving you the relic. See that you are well prepared, then meet me in the clearing to the east. There, I will lure out the fiends, that you may slay them.
They probably make a bit more of like a bird-like noise, I guess. Like maybe like a... No, but it needs to be like higher, like... I can't do both at once. And also, they're kind of like camels, so I imagine it's like a camel mixed with a bird, mixed with a growl. You either have to go throaty or you go squawky. Like, you can't do throaty squawky. I mean, kind of... It's something. It's quite a disturbing sound, but it's something. And now we have to do his fetch quest and kill however many of these he wants us to.
I have come for thy fetch quest. I will use my voice to lure out the Sin Eaters, as once I did when I hunted with an old friend. A feeble cry for the ravenous, a mighty roar for the territorial. I still remember the tricks. But come, we begin at your signal.
I'm ready.
Ready? Yes?
You sense a hostile presence. Oh no. They are horrific, these things. And to know that these were once people is terrifying. And the way they do the manes on the back and the hair here, you can't tell me it wasn't inspired by that one character in Full Metal Alchemist. Like, you... Come on, look at it. Hey, Maisie! I'm on Light Data Center, and I'm currently on Phoenix. That's the one. Yes, you can exclamation mark server as well. There we go. Trevor knows the tricks.
Edward, no.
Trying to remember. Okay. Have I bound the melees? No, not yet. I think I did it on shift. No. Well, it's dead already. This is fine. I've got my entourage with me. You made short work of those creatures. I will not deny it. It wasn't me. It was the wisps. They did all the work. I've seen enough. Let us return to Wallachdorf. Aye, aye. Indeed. I would never touch another player's quest enemies. Shocking. I mean, I love it because they die quicker. And then I don't have to try and remember what my rotation is. It's like I guess a cross between a vulture and a camel is the idea I get with them. But they have 2 sets of wings as well. And horns. By the ease with which you slew those sin-eaters, I see that you are capable. However, I still require time to think, and if you shall be willing, there is a favor I would ask of you. Another? Rude. This is not a test of your strength, but a personal request. Please hear my tale. A while ago, I fought sin-eaters who had wandered into Il Mheg. In the heat of battle, I dropped a prized possession, a medallion. Of all the places that it should fall, it was Long Mirror Lake. We Amaro are not fond of water. We certainly cannot dive very deep. I briefly entertained the thought of turning to the Fuath, but they are more likely to keep my medallion out of mischief than return it to me. I had despaired of retrieving my treasure, but having seen what you are capable of, perhaps you will find it. While I ponder your request for the shoes, will you not go and search for my medallion? If it should elude you, I will accept that it is gone forever. We're going jewelry hunting! Okay, so do I just jump in the lake? Come, Petey, we're going swimming. I still love Petey so much. Her little noodle arms. She's too pure for this world. Look at that expression. There's not a single thought behind those eyes. Not a single one. Whee! Especially when she jumps. It just goes like vroom, vroom. Oh, it's on the other side. Okay. Wonder if I can swim all the way through, though. Such bliss in those eyes. Oh! To be as blissful and at peace with the world as Petey. I aspire to such an expression. Oh no! There's a fight here. Wait, can I cross the water? Hopefully it won't just kill me. I'm gonna try. Whee! This might get me killed. Does one simply cross the water to the castle? Elfbot is still particularly drunk. He's behaving. He did his job. He told you how long he'd been here. Almost a year as well. Oh no. I'm glad someone gets that reference. Oh no. I also just very recently saw the end of Lost. I am mourning. Had such a good start. And then it just got like gradually worse and worse and worse. It's like the whole thing with the Cylons in Battlestar Galactica, like, at least, you know, they somewhat tied things up. But from the very beginning, they were going, and they have a plan. And that was like the catchphrase for the entire series. When in fact, the Cylons did not have a plan. The scriptwriters did not know what was eventually going to happen with the Cylons. They were just winging it. And it's the same with Lost. It's like they didn't expect it to take off. And then when it did well, they were like, oh shit, now we have to actually come up for an explanation for all this stuff. And the only reason it was engaging to start with was because of all the mystery and how things didn't make sense and like the red herrings they threw in. You're like, ooh, what is actually going on here? And then it just ends up being way cooler than you think it is. And then also the women in the series, it's really sad what happened to them. I just suddenly like just become fixated on children. Like, they were so cool before. Like, Kate was like going off with the guys and like shooting shit. And then by the end of the last season, she's like, I have to look after this child. I'm like, what happened to you, Kate? And then there's the Australian girl, and she just spends half the season going, my baby! They took my baby! Aaron, where are you? I'm not going anywhere until I see my baby. Like, it literally, like, I wish I was exaggerating, but that's like all she ever says. And that is the only point of her in the plot, is to be like, where's my baby? And it doesn't even matter, because like her baby's already escaped the island. Her baby is fine. But yeah, it's very sad, because I feel like it could have been so much better. That unlocks some awful memories for me. My baby! I'm sensing some deep trauma here, Dawn. It's just because I enjoyed the first season so much. It was so good. And I was like, my favorite thing in a TV series is guessing what's going to happen at the end. And I do it with Final Fantasy. Like, you've seen me be like, oh, I wonder if actually this person is actually this person, or like this is connected to the gods in this way, or whatever. So the most fun I got out of Lost in the first season was trying to guess what was actually going on. I had all these different theories. And then all my theories turned out to be way cooler than what it actually was. And I was like, huh? They're going to explain that away with that? Okay. Well, that's boring. It doesn't end up they're in purgatory. I actually thought that would have been quite cool if they were in purgatory. But they kind of weren't, but also they kind of were. And they didn't really like... They were, but they also weren't. Like, it wasn't hell. It was just like an in-between. And then the ending, I'm like... It's the kind of show where after you finish it, you go and look it up on Reddit to see what people have said. And I was just on Reddit like... I'm so dissatisfied. Was that really the end? I don't want to spoil the end if anyone hasn't seen Lost, but I feel like you've had enough time to see it, but then at the same time, I only just finished it, so I'm not one to talk. It's worth watching. And then slowly losing your faith in. It was an experience I enjoyed greatly. Was it Control? And then there we go. But yeah, it always makes me so sad when series start off really well and then just kind of tail off. Like, some series start really well because they have budget and lots of resources to start with, and then they just run out of them as the seasons go on. But then some go the other way. Some start off like quite low budget and nobody thought it was going to do well, and then for some reason it pops off and they have loads of money and they have loads of budget, but the show writers are like, oh shit, we didn't think this was actually going to do well. We didn't actually plan for this. I guess we need to write the rest of the plot now. Well, hello there. Oh, there's stuff here. Wait. Just came up with a looky symbol. Oh no, it's because I was hovering over you. I thought there was a book. I got excited. Search for Seto's medallion. Oh, a glittering object. Could it be? I found it. Easy. Oh, okay, and then I just go all the way back. Can I take the crystal? Will it let me? That really was the fetchiest of fetch quests. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Oh yes, just swim all the way to the bottom of the lake, pick up my very obvious amulet, and then come back again. Indeed. I still haven't fully gotten over how they cancelled Firefly after only half a season. Every time I think about Firefly, I get sad. I love that show. And like, it's a very specific feeling you get when you watch Firefly as well. I've rewatched it so many times and it's like a cozy sci-fi show, which is really difficult to come across. Like, there's a lot of epic action sci-fi shows, but like, for some reason it's just such a comfy sci-fi show. And the crew all gel so well together, and I love so much of that original cast. So it's a real shame what happened to it. I saw a TikTok recently of I'm trying to remember what the actress's name is. Can't remember her name, but Mechanic Girl. I've forgotten her name now too. I've even forgotten the character's name. I need to rewatch it again. Cute mechanic lady. She was making a TikTok and like people were asking her what happened to Firefly. Kaylee, thank you, my brain. But yeah, they were saying like what happened to Firefly because it was so good, and she was like, yeah, it was really good, and like we all enjoyed doing it. And apparently just somebody who was like on the board of directors of the show or whatever really was fighting for it and loved it. And then they ended up leaving that job, and suddenly no one was fighting to keep the show live anymore. And she said, yeah, it's really sad, but it happens. Like, sometimes it's just not up to the people who are actually working on the show, and it's up to people above a level in the company. And unless you have someone who's really like, yeah, this show's great, we should keep producing it, then it just doesn't happen. So, sad. Ah, you are returned. How fared your search? It was an easy search, it was very obvious.
My medallion! You found it!
Oh, he does have a he's a bit posher than I thought he'd be, but it's a similar voice. I just think, you know, because he's got the big wobbly chins, he'd probably talk a bit like this.
Oh, I know not how to thank you.
Aww.
It is my most treasured possession. A gift from a dear departed soul.
You're human.
He was a traveler, and together we journeyed to the ends of the world and back again. When I was young.
Aww.
In those days, I could not speak, but we found joy in each other's company nonetheless. Oh, the memories.
Such good memories, and they are all that remain these days.
This medallion he found during an adventure, fashioned it into a necklace for me, his partner in crime.
Were you actually doing crime? Were you a bad boy in your younger days, Seto?
Hey, Mogget. Did you hear crime?
You come to do some crime. Oh, crime, my love. Hello. How are you? How are you? Yes, the time is 8:09. You are correct.
I had not the words to tell him then, but it filled my heart with pride. I was so happy.
Wait, so he only got the gift of speech after he lost his master? So he could never say how much he loved him? I suspected, but confirmed.
His name was Artbert,
There you go.
and he was my friend.
And he was dreaming about Ardbert when he was asleep. When we first went up to him and woke him up, he was dreaming about Ardbert and his adventures with Ardbert. Oh, bless.
Artbert, thou sayest?
Aye.
Everyone blamed him for the flood, him and his comrades. Some few spoke up for them, of the many whose lives they had touched. But as the years went by, their voices were drowned out by those who only uttered the adventurers' names as a curse. It was too much to bear, and so I left behind men and their lies, and came to this place. Ardbert was a trusting soul, constantly being drawn into the troubles of others. Yet in spite of this, he never thought twice when he saw someone in need. He always tried to help.
He's here now. Do you want to talk to him?
It was was no different then. The world needed heroes. It needed him. And yet... he was a good man. He deserved to be happy. I wish I could have told him that, at least.
But he didn't get his happy ending either.
No, don't go. I'm sure Albert knows how you feel. Keep your medallion safe. I'm sure Albert knows how you feel. In fact, I'm certain of it.
You remind me of him. Your kindness. When we Amaro were created, we were granted the ability to perceive souls. Thus did we recognize our masters.
Oh, so they can see if someone is a bad soul.
That ability has long since faded from our kind. But due perhaps to my reversion, I can see your soul. Faintly, but surely.
Does it look like a wisp?
It is reminiscent of Ardbirds. Strikingly so. Of course, you are you and no one else. We are defined not by the soul we are born with, but the path we walk.
Someone would do well to remember that, Minfilia.
Nevertheless, I cannot help but feel that this is more than mere coincidence. Which is why I will place my faith in you. The relic. It is yours.
Already? Thank you.
Oh no, look who's back again!
Terrible trouble!
Oh!
Has something happened at Lida Loran?
Together with the twins, we were playing tricks on some nasty mortals to stop them from setting foot in Il Mheg. At first they ran off screaming, which was lots of fun.
Okay. But then we stabbed them multiple times, and they haven't moved since.
But then a scary, bony, wrinkly old mortal came along and spoiled everything. None of our tricks seemed to work on him, which is no fun at all. And now they're getting closer and closer.
Scary, bony, wrinkly old mortal.
Ranjit. If he manages to find his way in, all our efforts will have been for naught.
Oh, him.
As thou sayest. Should we be discovered ere our mission here is complete, and the Light Warden yet liveth, our task will be rendered nigh impossible. If we are to prevail, we must needs divide our forces. Thus do I propose the following.
All right.
Whilst thou salliest forth to meet with the Light Warden, we shall join in the effort to obstruct the trespassers.
Yep, I shall salliest. Indeed.
Should we succeed in staying their advance, all the better. Yet even should we fail, if we can but delay our enemy's arrival long enough for thee to secure victory, our plan may still be deemed a success.
Right. We're distracting.
So the moment the lights go out, we all beat a hasty retreat, yes?
Let me come with you. I have the blessing too.
You'll be more help with the others.
No, Minfilia. You'll only get underfoot. Now come.
Oh, thank her. Come on, show her a bit of love. She thinks that you hate her. It's tough love. He wants to protect her.
I wish there were more I could do. Please be careful.
Link, be careful. We sallying forth? I think we may be sallying forth shortly. Magnus is like, I was summoned. There was mention of Zelda. Hey, Magnus, since you're here, would you like to know a secret? A Zelda-related secret. Let's just pretend that someone had edited quite a few of the episodes of Ocarina of Time. They were coming up on YouTube, and someone had already made the thumbnail for it a couple days ago. Yeah, Ocarina of Time is gonna come out on the VOD channel, so if anybody wants to see what is an older series now, is it last year March or this year March? I don't even remember. No, last year. Last year. Then that will be coming up. There are so many funny moments in that playthrough. There are some parts of that game that I can't believe are real. One of them is Mawip. Seto would wish you well on your way. Forgive me, it seems my indecision has cost you precious time. But I'm convinced now. Convinced that you will triumph. To the south, you will find the bridge to Lygia. As a bearer of the 4 relics, the gate to the castle will be open to you. Da, da, da. There are some parts of the game that I almost couldn't believe that you weren't spoiled on. Oh, that particular moment? Yeah, honestly, I don't know how I avoided that. Like, I knew who that character was separately. I'd seen, like, merch of that character, and then I'd seen Zelda, and I just assumed different things. Totally different things. Nope. Nope. I need to put that moment on YouTube as well. Dylan never played Smash Brothers. I did, though, but it was at university, and usually when we played Smash, everybody was, well, a bit smashed. I have like very drunken memories of Smash Brothers. I just mashed the keys. I didn't even know how to play. I'm not sure whether to watch that playthrough or hope for a remake on the Switch 2. I often do wonder whether they would remake it for the Switch 2, because it would be such a great launch title for a console, right? To be able to say, oh, here's one of the best Zelda games ever made. Some people would say the best Zelda game ever made. Controversial, who knows? I don't know yet, because I haven't finished them all. But to be able to launch with that would be a big thing marketing-wise, and I think a lot of people would love it. But then, the fans are hard to please. They are hard to please. I feel like with remakes, it's a very, very dangerous line to tread. Either people will be like, oh, this is such a faithful recreation of the original, or they'll change one thing and everybody will flip out and be like, they've ruined it! It's trash! So they would have to be extremely careful with it. Do you have a date for when the videos will appear on the VOD channel? I can say this weekend. I think I have a few that are going out this weekend. So hopefully Shadowbringers, the first one, will be up tomorrow, and then maybe the other day this weekend. Oh, is there another day in the weekend? Beginning with S? Oh, could be then. Who knows? Sunday. Oh, how did you guess? You're too clever for us, Magnus. Ocarina of Time Sunday. Yes. It's Ocarina of Time. Yeah, it's difficult because there's no day of the week beginning with oh Sunday. Oh Tuesday. But I'm not going to release them like set weekly. Like, I'm releasing, most of the time I'm releasing a video every day now on the VOD channel because I have that many VODs and I need to catch up getting them out there. So it'll be either Dragon Age, Shadowbringers, Ocarina, or Baldur's Gate. But we're nearly up to date on Baldur's Gate. I think there's one more Baldur's Gate VOD to go up until we're up to date. The 8th day of the week. Yes, the mysterious 8th day of the week. Oh, I feel like these are going to come alive. These are Octoroks, by the way. Like, they're straight up Octoroks. Oh! Gonna spit rocks at me soon. Genuinely just realized. Octoroks are called Octoroks because they spit rocks and they're like octopus. How did I not realize that until now? It was so obvious. Big if true. Genuinely just realized that. I mean, it's like the moment where I realized scarecrows were called scarecrows because they scare crows. It's true though. Sometimes you just don't think about these things. They just catch you by surprise. You know? The world's a different place when your perspective suddenly shifts. Wow. My life has changed. What the fuck is that? Oh my god! I don't know what it is, but I don't like it. And I don't want it in my house. That was too much all at once there. Oh no, there's more of them. They're like cursed Lima Oompa Loompas. I think I wasn't supposed to go up here yet. Investigate the castle gate. Well, I'm already kind of in the castle. Oh, I have to go further in. This is very much reminding me of Hyrule Castle right now. I don't want to touch it, but there's an aether current right there. Thank you. Thank you, Satsuma. Oh my god. The face they make when they're dead. Just turned on their back, staring into your soul. Before you go into the next bit, I have something I have to show you. Yes. Yes, I will stand here and wait to be educated. Look at my sword. A sword? Ooh, rainbow sword. Wait, you're so small. I'm having trouble seeing. You're like behind my character's shoulder. I can kind of... Oh, there's a rainbow on it. And there's little butterflies. Okay, that is beautiful. I think I'm gonna need that, like, immediately. Is that a red mage weapon? Recognize the wings on it? I hate to say it, but you're so small. I'm struggling to see. What's this toothpick? Oh, yeah, the fairy wing. The fairy wing. I can see the fairy wing too. Aw, pretty. Looks very elven. I can examine you. That's a smart idea. The Neo Kingdom blade. Ooh la la. Don't mind my knickers, but ooh la la. Fancy. Wait, what's the other one in your offhand as well? Is that... Ring it? You've got the Neo Kingdom set on at the moment. Or is it like two at once? As a set, not like a single weapon. They come together. Ooh. That is just my pants at the moment, but... It's beautiful. It's definitely my aesthetic. Definitely. The Fey King's Katana. I wonder if I can get it. In maybe a trial that may or may not be coming up. I have big suspicions about a trial. Also, I love this place. Can we just have this as a player's house, please? Please. Square Enix, pretty please. It's beautiful. if all the gear from here is in that style, I'm gonna need to do some farming. I'm gonna have to farm this entire place. I made this aesthetic for Shadowbringers. It's a very emo, gothy kind of aesthetic because I thought Shadowbringers was just gonna be like edgy, dark, like desert zones and stuff. But I feel like I should become my true uwu self now. Do I even have like a pink fairy inspired outfit at the moment? I've got the fairy wings. I can't apply glamour plates here even. But yeah. Love the wings. I love anything with like swirly filigree on as well. And anything sparkly. And anything rainbows. So if that's what the gear is like here, we are going to be in serious danger. I wonder if this could possibly be a trial. Trials never happen in large, important-looking buildings, so I doubt it. But oh well, let us click this door. Interesting inventory. We don't talk about it. You didn't see anything, Nano.
Oh, you will.
Knock knock, who's that?
The gate has recognized that you bear all 4 relics. The seal is broken. All that remains is to enter the castle and confront Titania, a being bereft of reason or mercy. It is sure to be a ferocious battle, but if anyone can bring an end to our king's torment, it's you. Yet know this, my adorable sapling. Though we Fae folk may appear to live unfettered lives, there are still laws that bind us. To take back as much as is taken, to create as much as is destroyed, to give as much as is received. In all things, balance must be preserved, and the same will be asked of you. But worry not. Come what may, your beautiful branch will ever be at your side. Oh, fair glad am I to hear.
The Dancing Plague is now accessible. Dancing Plague? Ooh. Well, 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 would you look at that, a trial?
I'm so surprised. Oh, I didn't expect a trial.
But it seems like a curious group of individuals has already assembled here outside the castle gates. So, we shall be taking in a party. Now, there are many of you. If you would like to join the party, pray assemble here on this side of the gate, and I shall invite to party. If there are too many of you, we will engage in the traditional fashion wars. The theme for the fashion war is fairy. So if it comes down to between 2 of you for the final spot, then the one who looks most fabulous shall win. Wait, it's 8-player? Okay, well, I won't make you kill each other then. That's fine. No violence needed. Everyone is welcome. Come one, come all. I think we actually might have the perfect amount of people. Maybe? We'll see. Are we ready? Are we uwu enough to enter though? I feel like I'm more emo than uwu at the moment. I can't do fashion here though. It won't let me. It says no fashion allowed. No glamour plates here. Also, could I join the party? I don't know if my item level is high enough. But, can I come? It's okay if I'm too low level for the dungeon. There is no party. Oh, okay. There's like theoretical partying going on. You're just like big braining this and working out who is who. Oh, Bella's partying. Bella's making it a party. Oh. Suddenly it's Christmas in here as well. Christmas Power Ranger? What is going on? I'm really excited for the aesthetic of this dungeon. Like, big fairy white marble castle. Yes, please. But I think it might be creepy. Hopefully it's somewhere in between. I want all of the weapon sets from here and the armor. I'm assuming everything is fairy themed. I think Manji can main tank. Do we trust the falafel? That is the question. I don't know. It's got a very big sword, so it might be able to handle it. Need one more for a full party. Roll up, roll up. We do have one slot. What do we need? Just a DPS or? Weapons are only from extreme, but it's not hard. How extreme is extreme, would you say? Extremely extreme? A healer or a tank? Any healers or tanks out there that want to come, you're very welcome. We're on Light Data Center and on Phoenix at the moment. My weapon's crafted, the dancer one. I did particularly like the dancer one, I've got to say. And the colors on the robes. Whatever they have is fine, we can just switch out to fit. I forget you guys have every single profession possible, so you just like switch to whatever works. Weapons are crafted from mats that drop from the extreme. Oh, okay. So you get the, I don't know, pixie dust or whatever it is you need and then craft from there. Ah. So you have to farm them. It isn't as easy as just getting a drop. You have to farm them. You have to work for them. It does not simply drop and then you win the roll. With a team of 100s, it's definitely not even extreme at all. I guess, like, we're massively over-leveled for it. If you go in without the level sync and just destroy them. The drop is random, though, and somewhat rare. So not as easy as just do this dungeon, like, 100 times and get the thing. This trial, even. You can buy them on the market board, but faking weapons are still expensive as balls. I can see why, because they're so pretty. I love this aesthetic. We could bring in a randomer. A sacrifice. To the noob group. I double dog dare you to do extreme. I mean, what could go wrong? I could spend the entire fight lying on the floor. If you can get to level 80 today, I'll grab that weapon for you. Is this a challenge, I hear? I don't even know what level I am. 79! So we're almost there. We're almost there. I have to farm the mats though. I'm leveling up. It's happening faster than I thought it would. Is there any off-tank stuff to do? Do I collect ads? Yep. Collect ads like Pokemon, I say. I don't know if that's the right answer or not, but it could be. If we can wait a few minutes, then I can log into the game. Oh yeah, sure, Claim. Come join us. An all-Wisp group is the dream. I am forever blessed that there's always Wispies running around in-game who want to join. Way better than going into a pug group for my first time experience. Also, the patience is much appreciated. Especially when you know there's big story moments coming up. And you don't let me go ahead until like it's the right time. Especially with a bridge. Last time we had like a bridge that materialized from nowhere. And if someone had gone on ahead, it would have just come up and then I would have never known that it was going to appear. But we had that moment of, oh, what's that? I don't remember any of the mechanics. Yay! Well then we can figure them out together. It's new to me, so to make it fair, it has to be new to you too. We gotta suffer together. We should do some G poses with the fountain in the background. Oh yeah, whilst we wait for our final party member. Aye. And Ghislaine, what's your in-game name? You can always give me a whisper. I am a starl whisper, as it says above my beautiful head. I guess I go like here, and then we've got to be facing this way. Oh, there's such cute weapons. Oh my god. I need to dance already. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, you've got like Minfilia eyes almost with the limble rings. What? You're a robot now? Okay, I don't question anything. I don't question anything. Turn around. Get in the family photo. Feel like I'm a mum, like corralling all my children into a Christmas photo. Go, no, Maisie, be nice to your sister. Yes, right. Back a bit, near me. Ali. Ali's just like staring into the distance. I am always impressed with how nice and tolerant the Final Fantasy community seems to be. I honestly like wasn't expecting it, which sounds really bad. It sounds like I had a bad impression of them before I joined Final Fantasy, but it's like, I guess most MMOs people spoil stuff and like you get random trolls coming in and spoiling stuff, but I've not had that experience with Final Fantasy at all. Oh, okay, I'm trying to get more of this lovely fountain in. Oh. Okay, so if I said... Ah! So bad at G-pose still. I need like a crash course in G-pose. Trying to get you in a good position there. There we go, with the bubbles. And then Arya, I'm gonna do it there. Maybe when you're flinging them above your head. Yeah. Oh, they disappeared for a second. Okay. There we go. There. Oh! They kind of phase in and out of existence depending on where my camera is. I'm not even doing a pose. I'm such a noob. I'm just kind of... Oh, yeah. I caught Ali at the perfect moment, though. And then, yeah, let's get you a nice... being kidnapped by a fairy there. Lovely. Beautiful. Flawless. Stunning. And then... I don't know whether to use filters in-game. Or if I should, like, edit it outside of game. Loving the archway there. Oh, lovely. I need to... I think I have to be far away for the light sticks to show. I think I'm taking screenshots. Oh, there we go. You guys are so much better at taking screenshots than me. Beautiful, flawless, stunning. Give me blue steel. Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't realize you had a little minion down here. Whoa, hello. God, you can go so close to the minions. Everybody looks stunning. Jamie, closer to the middle. Stop picking your nose. You can wave in the TV. Hello. There's a bunny inside the TV. Oh my. We're watching one of those controversial bunny girl channels. Oh my. Surprised it's allowed. Who's got the bridge clip? It's actually on the featured clips on Twitch right now, actually, on the homepage. I have arrived! Ghislaine, son of Gloin, has arrived! How do I find Ghislaine? Are you on my friends list already? I don't know what your in-game name is. I made you leader. Such responsibility. Such devastation it shall lead to. You know not what you have done. Oh, hi there! Oh, you literally have arrived. If that's you. Oh, you're so cute. Oh my god. She's so cute. I love your book as well. And the monocle. Stunning. And thigh-high boots, which we know are a Final Fantasy fashion staple. If you're not wearing thigh-high boots, are you even in Final Fantasy? And you even have a fairy. I didn't know you could have fairies, a little minion. It's cute. I think we are prepared. The wisps have assembled, so are we ready? Look you your most ooist for entering the most ooist dungeon? Remember the fairy skill? I can put on fairy wings, but I suspect that's not what you mean. I'm supposed to, like, summon the fairy at times, right?
Hi, Muggy. We're gonna go into the dungeon.
The Dancing Plague. Oh, the fairy uses whispering. Yeah! And I met the fairy at the convention. There was a cosplayer who was dressed up as a fairy. It all makes sense. Oh my god, that's who she was. I have a picture with her. She was a really cool cosplayer and she had like the full wings and everything. And we took a photo together and Ara was like, you don't know what this is yet. But you will know what this is. All right, let's do this. Are we gonna do it on extreme? I don't even know how to put it onto extreme. I'm assuming you have to have already done it once to do it on extreme. Because it's like hard mode. Proper hardcore version. I was fangirling like crazy. I'm not surprised. Like, I didn't even know who the character was and I was still like, oh my god, that cosplay is beautiful. Have to do normal first like a pleb. The Dancing Plague. Woo-hoo-hoo. And we have a full wisp team. Let's go. Here we are. Oh, I know there's gonna be good music in here. The Dancing Plague. Who goes there? Are you the one who broke the seal? The flowers. Oh, but she's kind of creepy at the same time. Why is it just so quiet? Ah, so much time lost. So much frolicking and feasting left undone. We must make up for it. We must. Beginning by playing with you. She's not voiced? What? Ooh, piano, hello. Ooh, okay. This is an unexpected vibe. It's like a jazz cafe. So the first time that I ever heard this was at FanFest. And I was in the crowd and everyone was like, are you sure you want to hear the concert? Because it might give you spoilers for the game. And I was just like, look, if I'm going to hear it for the first time in concert with a live band at FanFest, that is the way to hear it. I do not mind getting spoiled. Amanda was singing it. How could I have missed out on that? So... Beautiful. Shall we murder the fairy? I don't want to hurt her. She's so cute.
La 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 la. For the night is bright and you can sleep when you're dead. Can we not play with her? She's lovely. And the music's so pretty. Are you going to make copies of yourself? You tricksy woman! I bet she is! Oh no, no illusions yet. Wait, wait, wait!
Oh no, she's getting wet! Oh, fa la la! What's she doing? She's putting balls everywhere and making us wet.
When you
What
play
is-
with fire, you're going to get burnt.
It's the fairy dust. Gets me every time. Oh, stack, stack, stack! I got there just in time. Just.
La 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 la. We're sick of this cramped old castle. Let's play in the forest.
Yeah, let's play in the forest.
Oh, yes. Let's stay here.
And now we're gonna have all the plant enemies come. I think I pressed it. Oh. I nearly pressed limit break. Oh, woo! Can I just stand here and enjoy the music? I'm a tree now. I don't mind. Okay. It's such a happy song to murder a cute little fairy to. I guess it's kind of the point, though, that she's mesmerizing us and she's making it so that we don't want to hurt her. Why would we? We should just play with her. Okay, guessing don't stand in that. But look! And all the elements are being used against us. Ooh, stacky, stacky! La la la, stabby, stabby, stab, stab you in the gut, stab you in the gut, stab you, stab, stabby, stabby, stab, shank this bitch. No, I can't shank her. Oh, I have to shank the big ents. Mustard seed, geez blossom, puck, Midsummer Night's Dream. I mean, Titania was a reference to it anyway. Oh, what do I do with this? Okay.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh! Hi! In this case, bigger may very well be better. Which one? This one, okay. Let's go stab that one first. Stab the end! Sorry, Truebird. I don't mean it. Oh, wait, who are we stabbing now? Oh, we're getting stabbed! Oh. Guessing just stand in the middle between everything. Oh. There's just AoE everywhere. Okay, let's attack this. Can we stab the fairy now? Okay, no, we're still stabbing blossoms.
It really is playtime. Dance like the leaves on the bed.
Ooh. I can't hate her because she's just so ethereal. I think she's gonna kill me, but I don't even mind. I'd let her. I will stay in your kingdom forever and dance with you.
Some more. Yes, let's.
Do not die. Wait, what is she doing? Oh, okay, so that's spread between all of us. And then there's like crystal piles of something. Get the feeling I'm standing somewhere I really shouldn't be. Stack. I just love in the Final Fantasy soundtracks that you go from jazz piano to electric guitar to like really high ethereal vocals within the space of seconds, and somehow it just works. Somehow. I'm a tree! I'm gonna have this in my head all day long. It's never leaving, is it? And somehow it doesn't sound weird when they blend the genres. Somehow. I don't know how. It's dark magic. Get away!
We don't play gently.
Speaking of, get poked, fairy.
We can play no more. No, don't kill her. Oh. That's sad. I hoped you could just like cleanse her of corruption. But it is not to be the way of things. La 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 la, we murdered her. She is dead. Or is she?
Ah, yes, more of that delicious light goodness. I'm glowing. And darkness returns. Still beautiful at night, though. Dum, 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 dum. Well, that was cool. The music really just makes that fight as well. Oh, well done, everyone! We defeated the beautiful Fairy King. Alas, they are dead. Are we the bad guys? I felt like we were the bad guys during that fight. I wanted to give in to the music. Serve the Fairy King. But alas. Woohoo! Thanks for coming with me, guys. I don't have the sticks, but I can do a yay! Yay! I want to live in the castle. I was hoping to see more rooms in the castle, I'm not gonna lie. I was hoping we'd like go up the staircase and like into the like ballrooms and libraries but maybe we will, maybe.
Hello.
You have freed our fallen king. Not that I expected any less, my Snayak.
I love it when she calls me Snayak. Ooh.
The dress, the crown, the scepter, the shoes. The time has come for these relics to serve their true purpose.
Please tell me I can wear them.
For they are not only keys to the castle, they are also blessings to be bestowed upon the new king.
You could be king, Phil.
The way into the castle is opened when it is time to relieve the reigning monarch of the throne. And the brave soul who does the deed has the honor of taking their place. However, should you ascend the throne, you will become one of us, never again to live as men do.
Why do I feel like Minfilia is gonna become Fairy King? She would make a beautiful Fairy King.
Sapling, my precious mortal.
She's not a fairy, so I doubt she could. Phil, maybe you could.
We fae folk live forever. Such is not your virtue. To strive for a dream you will never see. To sow seeds that others might one day taste the fruits of your garden. That is the beauty of your kind. Burn bright and shine as only you can. These blessings, your lovely branch will accept in your stead.
Aww. Is she gonna become huge now? Ooh. Oh! Oh my! Now they're like a Breath of the Wild fairy!
Kinla, Ilichla, Il Mheg, Okbra.
So fabulous.
Now, shall we attend to those unwise enough to trespass in our realm?
Oh, I love how even their voice changes. Like it goes from being really light and eerie, and now you can see there's like power in them. They're like, yes, I am the king.
Phil.
Hey, Elvin. Oh no.
Confound it.
It looked like Oyanja was inside the mushroom then. I thought he was like wearing it as a hat.
Oh, play with them, please.
Damn these pixies and their tricks!
Please poke his bum. Ah!
How in the seven hells?
You can see them.
Listen well. We come in pursuit of villains who have fled to this land. You know who and where they are. Now show yourselves and answer me before I lose my patience.
This guy has a main character face. I'm a bit suspicious. Because, like, whenever there's a soldier without a helmet on, usually they end up being a major character. So, and he, like, his outfit is too good to just be some kind of side peon. So,
Oh, stop! It hurts! It hurts! Don't strangle the fairy. No!
Imagine if he just kept on squishing and we just see, like, fairy pulp. Final Fantasy wouldn't do that to us.
Enchantment.
Minfilia, willful child. How many times must I come to collect you?
You're not my real dad.
I won't return to your mall. And I won't let you hurt my friends.
She's got daggers now.
What is this stance? Where did you learn it?
Yeah. We've been a bad influence on her.
No oracle I trained would make such an unseemly show of herself. Know your shame, gal. You're powerless. You have no life nor purpose, save that which our master sees fit to permit.
Oh, yeah? Ah. Oh! He actually got a kick in.
Who are you to dictate her purpose? To lock her away and deny her a life?
Oh, we can have a dad fight now. A fake dad fight. Thancred is definitely the cool dad.
It's because of you, you sanctimonious swine. But no longer.
Fool! Defiance only begets more suffering. It is through acceptance alone that one may find solace in this god's-forsaken world.
Look, the sky.
It is done.
She's done it. The warrior of darkness has triumphed.
General? What are our orders? What do we do?
Does this mean I have to use my brain?
We do what we came to do. Subdue this rabble and find the warrior of darkness.
Forward, men! Take the villains captive!
Yeah! Good luck with that.
Are you deaf? I said...
They got what they deserved.
What's happening?
Oh no, stepped in the fairy crystal pea. That's the end of you, mate.
That wasn't there before.
Oh, they're helping too. The water fairies.
Orawahi kansasi, orawahi kakinsi.
Arawahi, Arawahi, Arawahi Kakinsi. Arawahi. Pinch their bums, please! I really want to see you pinch the general's bum. That's all I want out of Shadowbringers. Ah.
What's the matter with you? Get a hold of yourselves, damn it!
Yeah. Justice is coming for you. Our new Uwu King.
General, they come in greater numbers. We must retreat.
All who stand with a warrior of darkness shall face justice. My master demands it.
Yeah, you and whose army? Like, it's just you two now, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, you have 3 guys left. Yep. Run away. Tactical retreat, men. Tactical retreat. Follow me. Hello.
Praise be to the Fairy King.
I see. Well, it's a good thing Fair all volunteered to become king in your stead, for all our sakes.
We are grateful for your timely aid, Feoul, or should I say, your majesty.
Is there any downside to being Fairy King? It's just like you get a glow up and you get more power. Responsibility, I guess, but you know, I would let someone take my soul for that much of a makeover.
It was the first night in recent memory. We all of us but wished to make the most of it.
You aren't mortal anymore, but the fairies, they weren't mortal anyway, were they? Because they were saying, you know, like, us fairies were not like you.
That's something you must remember about us Fae folk. Though our existence may be eternal, we exist only for the present. We live in the here and now, paying no mind to futures that may or may not be.
They don't give a single flying shit about anything else going on in the world.
To wit, we are not driven as men are. We cannot fight for such causes as men do.
Does that mean you won't aid us against the Sin Eaters?
Not unless the mood takes us. But if it was to repay a debt, well then, that's another matter.
Oh, I meant to fail. Oh, is there a downside to them becoming the Fairy King? Or is it just like, yes, give me all this power. Give me all this beautiful aesthetic. Bestow that upon me. Oh, what a burden. Oh, what a burden this tiara is, and these beautiful earrings, and this lovely dress. Oh, no.
To take back as much as is taken. To create as much as is destroyed. To give as much as is received. Such is the way of Il Mheg.
No.
By this law, we shall lend you our strength. In return for the beautiful sky you have restored to us.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, my king. I'm sorry. Please, I beg your forgiveness.
I'll be sad to lose you. What about our pact? You said you'd help me whenever I needed you? I will be sad to lose you. I have enjoyed you popping up every now and then.
Silly sapling. I shall remain at your side.
But you're so big now. How are you gonna fit in my pocket?
Even should my body be in the castle, 'tis a simple thing to have a little part of me accompany you.
Oh, okay.
Treat them as you would your Isnefis.
Ooh. And off she goes. We saw her right up her skirts. To her wee fairy knickers. Oh my.
Aww, I'll be sad to leave this zone. I hope there's more, like, fairy stuff. Can we have a whole fairy-themed expansion, please? Ne'er for a moment did I doubt that thou wouldst triumph over thy foe, yet the majesty of thine achievement delighteth me nonetheless. Night hath returned to Il Mheg, and we stand one step closer to delivering the first from its doom, and averting the 8th umbral calamity. 'Tis but a pity thou wert not present to see the Fey folk put the Yulmorans to flight. 'Twas a sight to raise the spirits, I do assure thee. Ah, but what valuable allies they might prove, were the mood only to take them. Yeah, like, they could help us, but they don't really want to. They're like, what's in it for us?
Ooh! We saved the world nearly.
And your reward for returning is the beautiful nighttime zone music. I'm waiting for it to start. The suspense. Soon, TM. I knew you could do it. Not only because of your blessing. You have a strength all of your own, and it has seen us through many a trial. With the Warden defeated, I believe our work here is done. It is time we were going together, needless to say. to the bitter end. The fate of our two worlds being at stake and all that. Now then, I suggest we hurry back to the Crystarium. Still can't say the word. Crystarium! Crystarium! My brain wants to say Crystallium. Crystarium! Much and more may have happened whilst we were frolicking about with the Fey folk. That Ranjit elected to pursue us makes me hopeful the city was spared Yulmor's attentions, but I would sooner see for myself. Besides, I believe I speak for all of us when I say that I've had a belly full of Il Mheg. Let us be away before the fairies think to play with us again. I haven't had enough! I really like this zone and I don't want to leave. Can I just stay? You guys go back and save the world. I don't want to go back to the Crystarium. I don't want to do it. I live here now. Oh. And somehow it looks even more beautiful at night. The glowing light shining. Let's walk out of town. Let's go see what this nighttime music is about. I'm getting on my unicorn. Ding, ding, ding. But what if the next zone is something you'll enjoy as well? That's true. Aww. And the flowers glow at night time like little lanterns. Aww. So pretty. Just gonna be staring out at this view forever. I'm just gonna need to come here and just have this on in the background as chill music. It could be the next zone is even better and filled with bakeries. Pastryland. I mean, are pastries better than fairies? The only thing that's better than fairies is, of course, elves. We are better than fairies. I do like your llama. He's glorious. The goodest of boys. Still not level 80. Where is my XP? Oh, it's down here. Yeah, it's gonna be a while till I'm level 80. It's gonna be a while. I expect there's a 10 hours of Il Mheg ambience video. It probably is out there. Oh, and all the fog covering the kingdom once again. Oh. I just want a player house here. I really do. Well, I hope this story brings us back here at some point. Back to that beautiful castle. This makes me want to learn how to play piano. And now I need to look up all of the aesthetic stuff that we can get from this zone. And all the sets that include fairy wings. And all the sets with like sparkles and bright colors, because I need some of that in my life. Oh! Oh! I'm sorry, that little... Their pianist is so talented. She does such wonderful performances at the Fan Fest. Kaiko was there. I heard them playing live. My memory is hazy, but I'm pretty sure. In a sparkly dress, playing the piano. I think that was Kaiko. Hands dancing across the keyboard. And like, the entire place was silent. Just dead silent. Like, you could hear a pin drop. Everyone was just like, we do not disturb the artist at work. This is now a ASMR stream. Just stand here for like 10 hours. I guess I should get on with the main quest. I'll be back though. I'll be back. Bye. Oh. This is Leideran. Leideran. I do have the crystal for the Crystarium though. Aria said free teleport about the mini-map. Yeah, I still had the old teleport. I hadn't denied the other request. It's cool. I got to enjoy a last bit of fairy music there, though. Alright. Into the tower we go. Report back to the mysterious hooded figure who still hasn't taken their hood off. And the more we go on, the more I'm sure that it's a character we already know. It could be alternative universe Thancred, maybe. I don't know. Then we have one of the alternative universe Thancreds, so another Thancred. My first theory was alternative universe Alphino. I love this music too.
All seems well at the Crystarium.
Yeah, no one's attacked yet, but it's the rule that no one attacks until I'm here, because I'm the main character and I have to prepare for the battle with you and everything, so...
Yes, Yulmor was plainly more concerned with finding us. How flattering.
Who goes there? It looks like... it is! It's him.
You
It's
certainly
Greg!
took your time. I had half resolved to complete the task myself.
Hello, hello, hello. How I have missed you and your smarmy voice. Wait, what if he's the crystal guy?
And you are...
Greg.
Were one to study the annals of Garlean history, one would find yonder visage on many a page. Though by rights its youth should long since have faded.
He uses good moisturizer, you see.
Well, well, we have a historian in our midst. That spares me a lengthy explanation. I am Solus Sos Galvus, founding father of the Garlean Empire, and under various guises, the architect of myriad other imperially inclined nations.
I see, I see. Oh, he loves the drama.
As for my true identity...
Oh no.
I am Emet-Selch, Asian.
Well, we knew that already.
Gaius spoke of you, a native of the Source.
Equal in rank to La Habrea. And you came all this way just to introduce yourself to us?
Also, is he actually here? I feel like this might be a projection or something, because pretty ballsy to walk right into the middle of the city. Like, this place is a fortress.
Behold the sky, restored to its former glory. Have you ever seen a more affecting spectacle? Oh, it is truly, deeply infuriating. Do you have any idea how much you have delayed the rejoining?
Yes, actually. We're doing it just to annoy you, Emmet.
Following the flood, the first had been listing ever further towards the light, towards stasis. The end was in sight. Enter man and his indomitable spirit. He would haul the world back from the brink. And adding his lumpen weight to the power of growth, he duly tipped the scales, if only by a fraction. Yet a fraction was enough to spoil the perfect imbalance needed to bring about a rejoining.
He has such a snivelly voice, my god, I just want to slap him in the face.
Had mankind continued to live in idleness under Vorthri's rule, all the conditions would have been met. But you had to come and ruin it all.
Fight me then,
Thanks to your meddling, Light supremacy is in doubt, and our painstakingly laid plans are in tatters!
Well,
Sorry.
I should begin by thanking you for confirming Urianger's theories on the inner workings of the Calamity. He will be most pleased.
Orianger's just there with his notebook, scribbling down things. Oh yes, the theory was great.
As for what happens next, might I suggest you admit defeat and walk away?
Happy to let me go, are you? Because the murderous glint in your eye suggests otherwise. Indeed, it is enough to make me think better of confronting you alone. Look, it did cross my mind to simply side with Vorthri and kill you all.
You could do that.
But that's no different from what Lahabret did. And we all know how well that ended for him.
So...
And so, while it is liable to be troublesome, I have settled upon a different approach.
Are you going to pretend to help us and then betray us at the last minute, maybe? How novel. You kind of gave up the game already.
Cooperation?
Not sure about that.
I will not raise a hand to hinder your hunt for the Light Wardens. If you desire it, I will even lend you my knowledge and strength.
Why would you do that? How does that benefit him in any way?
Since time immemorial, you and yours have labored to rejoin the 13 shards, at the cost of countless lives. Do you expect us to believe that your objective has suddenly changed?
What he said.
Nay, our objective is the same as it ever was. Though I dare say, you do not know our motive. A war waged without knowledge of the enemy is no war. It is mere bloodletting. Just once. Might we not seek to find common ground?
For what reason? Because you want a fair war?
For good or ill, I am immortal. Provided I have the inclination, I can always begin anew, scheme and conspire to my heart's content. But this time I thought that I might instead try to see eye to eye, to understand what drives the hero of the source, to determine if our goals are truly incompatible.
So you're just having fun, basically, because you get unlimited tries. That's not fair.
So come, shed your preconceptions. See beyond the unscrupulous villains you take us for. When all is said and done, we may find ourselves pleasantly surprised. The proud discoverers of a path of cooperation rather than opposition. Think of it.
You still have told me nothing. So many words for saying so little. Why would you possibly want to help us? Make it make sense, Emet. He was having none of that.
Thou hast delivered thy proposal, and we would not dismiss it outright. If I may offer thee counsel, however, to make thy case via an illusion reflecteth poorly upon thy sincerity.
I knew it. He would never. He's too much of a coward. He wouldn't come here in person.
My apologies. You will forgive me if I'm not entirely at ease in the presence of a famed Ascian Slayer. I felt it only prudent to take precautions.
Of course.
Nonetheless, your counsel is duly noted. I take my leave, friends. Rest assured, we shall meet again soon.
Explains nothing, uses some fancy words, and then leaves. Well, team, what do we think? Do we buy any of this? And why would we buy any of this? Do we know the reason why they want to do this as well? Because maybe he's right in some ways. We don't know why they want this to happen. Cooperation? He can't be serious. Can he?
Well, we've certainly been given much to ponder. But first things first, we should report to the Exarch. You can run along, Astariel. We're perfectly capable of handling this little task. In light of your recent exertions, I'd say you've earned a rest. Go on, take yourself off to bed. We'll see you later, refreshed and ready for more.
I feel like we should discuss this. Okay, I'm supposed to go to bed. Always get suspicious when it says, rest now, or like, go to the inn. Because then usually there's a cutscene where something really bad happens whilst I'm asleep. So if the whole place is on fire when I wake up, I know who to blame. Trust no one. The Emmet wave, like the dismissive, like, be gone, peons. Forgotten where my bedroom is. Oh, okay, it's all the way over there. Whee! I should have the crystals now. Hey, Vandy! I see we've met the grumpy grandpa, the sassy grandpa. The confusingly attractive grandpa. It's like he's just helping us because he's bored. Like, being immortal is just boring. Ah, welcome back, miss. We've been expecting you. You will find refreshments laid out in your quarters. We hope that you're liking. Will you be retiring now? Oh, yes. Go on, then. Very good, miss. I bid you a pleasant evening. And I'm gonna get something... Ooh, sandwiches! A picnic's worth of scrumptious sandwiches. Aesthetically arranged, of course. Suspicious. Why are you giving me sandwiches, Square Enix? Do you want me to relax and think I'm gonna get a rest? Because I don't trust you. You'll give me sandwiches while the world burns down around me, won't you? I have no trust anymore. Time to enjoy my sandwich. Cucumber? With the crust cut off? Oh, lovely. Maybe there's a PBJ in there. A personal favourite of mine. It better be strawberry jam. I requested strawberry jam. I hope the past few days have not been overly taxing. Pray, take your rest and recover.
From the Exarch, is it?
Oh, yeah.
With that mirror of his, he can watch your every move, you know. He'll probably think you're talking to yourself.
Yeah, well, he knows I'm a bit balmy.
Still, he's keeping you well fed.
Yeah, this is enough for, like, the entire team. I should have invited them round. Especially Oriange. Do you want a
Judging
sandwich?
by his people's faith in him, he seems to be a decent sort.
You strike me as a tuna mayo kind of guy.
But so much about him remains shrouded in mystery. Like, what was he doing back in my day? There was no such person when I was around.
Maybe there was and you just didn't know about it.
A lot's happened since the flood, though. Since I was set adrift. I know little more than you do of this city's history and the Exarch's past. Not that it matters. It's Emet-Selch we should be concerned about.
Selch. I was calling him Emet-Selch. Like, Welch's grape juice. Welch-Selch. And I've already forgotten how Ardbert just said it. Emmet... No, I can't remember. It's gone. He's Welch-Selch forever now. Emmet
When our world was
Squelch.
about to be consumed by light, the Asine in White appeared before us. He said that the only way for us to live on was to bring about the rejoining. desperate as we were, we heeded his words, not realizing that the flood was of the Ascian's own making. They cannot be trusted. None of them. But Emet-Selch had one thing right. One should not fight blindly. That's what we did. And it cost us everything we held dear.
You're putting me off my dinner. I was about to enjoy my sandwich. Your trauma is ruining my appetite. Tell me about Seto. He still remembers you.
What? What about Seto? What is there to say?
Aww.
All right.
He's being very guarded about this. I know he has good memories with Seto.
He's done some growing. When we were traveling together, he was nowhere near as big. And he obviously couldn't speak. I had no idea how much that medallion meant to him. What about you, anyway? You must have a friend like Seto. Chocobo, perhaps? Come on, you tell me something for a change.
Yeah, her name's Moogle. She's a little nightmare mistress of chaos. Oh, and then there's Second Breakfast. That's my chocobo. Second Breakfast is great. He's a loyal boy. And sometimes we call Moogle Moo Poo Poo. Because she has a smelly bum. Ah, what a lovely night. So peaceful. Ooh. Sure, nothing bad has happened out there whilst I have been sleeping. Oh, actually seems very peaceful. It's nice. Oh, hello! Oh, you have your casual gear on, I see. Ready for some relaxation? The manager of suites is in a cheerful mood. Good morning to you, miss. I do hope you're well rested. The Exarch and your companions are presently gathered in the ocular. He asks that you convene with them at your earliest convenience. What if he's Emet-Selch Welch? He's in disguise, the perfect role to keep an eye on us, as the suave manager of the hotel. And he poisoned my sandwiches. I know the truth, Emmett. Take off your disguise. Greetings, will you be retiring to your quarters? No? Have a nice day. I just want to do like a Scooby-Doo moment where I reach over and tug on his hair like I'm pulling off a wig and he's like, ow! No! My hair! You're not really the manager of suites, are you? It's been a lie all along. Okay. I believe you. I believe you. It's fine. Why are you still here if your sandwiches are poisoned? I mean, they tasted really good, so I knew they were poisoned, but I really like PBJ, so I figured it was worth it. And then one of them was a Pringles sandwich with ready salted Pringles, and then Nutella, and then a Biscoff one. So I'd die for a Biscoff sandwich. Don't know about you. Yeah, free food is free food, even if it is an assassination attempt. At least it was free. Ding, ding, ding. Enter the ocular.
I feel like the Exarch is him. Could be Emmet. My first theory is Alphino because I thought his voice sounded like Alphino, but like a grown-up Alphino. But no, I feel like that might be entirely wrong.
You're just in time to welcome our guest.
And if Emmet has been like playing with us all along, you know, like he's been orchestrating this whole thing and he has a flair for theatrics, it would make sense if at some point he'd be like, well, you said you couldn't trust me. Flips off the hood, but you've been trusting me all along. See? I can be a good guy. I don't know why he wants to be a good guy though, that's what concerns me. Hello there. I'm just saying, I've never seen Emmet and the Crystal Exarch in the same room. Oh look, the Crystal Exarch!
Please. Did I not explicitly
Okay, ignore that theory. Ignore the look, there's no reason that he can't be another version of Emmet from another timeline that's come here. Although he does seem significantly shorter than Emmet, so maybe... shut up, chat! I'm right, okay? No. Right, grown-up Alfie. We're back to grown-up Alfie theory.
Lest you forget, I made you a promise. I have no intention of meddling with your mission. I come only to observe.
Why? Why would we even let you?
Your Exarch friend in particular has piqued my curiosity. Summoning you all like that. Most impressive.
I don't know, the lips are similar, like the whole Cupid's bow situation that they have going on, because like I was trying to work out who it was from the lips, but like the feet, you know, the part we can see like the hands and the sandals. I don't know, Emmet doesn't seem like a sandals guy. He's more a boots kind of guy, but you know, it would trick me. Alphino is definitely a sandals guy. Definitely.
You honestly expect us to believe you've come only to observe? Or that you might deign to lift a finger to aid our cause if called upon? Even if there were a sliver of truth in your words, I would never accept your help. Not in my darkest hour. Not after all the suffering your kind has wrought.
It would be kind of cool if he turned around now and went, but you already have.
So petty. I meant what I said and I said what I meant. Wage your war against the Sin Eaters. Put each and every Light Warden to the sword. Prove yourselves heroes, brave and true, and I will be glad to embrace you as allies.
But why?
Allies worthy of bearing the burden of truth. Surely such a partnership would be preferable to yet another round of fisticuffs.
I like the fisticuffs.
And thus did the olive branch wither and die. Pity. Well, let no man say I did not try, futile as it was. Though I suspect you will seek me out when you grow tired of making the same mistakes. Difficult decisions lie ahead of you. Decisions best made with the benefit of knowledge to which only the Eternal are privy. For now, I shall resume my shadowy vigil. Whatever you choose to do, make sure it's worth watching, would you?
All right, we'll make it a good show. Oh, he didn't do the wave. Thought he would.
What was that all about?
Mm-hmm.
A vain attempt to make us doubt our chosen course, most like. As if we'd believe a word that passed his lips. Unless you think there is some truth in what he says.
I don't know. I feel like maybe a slither of truth. A kernel, perhaps. I don't know. But if he crosses us, I'll make him wish he hadn't. Maybe a kernel, a wee smidge.
If he simply meant to lead us astray, he could have done so without revealing himself. At least, not in the manner he did. It goes without saying that an alliance with the Ascians is out of the question. But since we have no way of knowing where they might be hiding, it seems only logical to press on with our mission, even if our enemy seems content for it to succeed.
Well, maybe we're doing the wrong thing.
Then let us discuss the Sin Eaters. I would begin by thanking you all for your efforts thus far. In striking down the Light Wardens of Lakeland and Il Mheg, you have accomplished more in your short time here than all of our forces managed in the last century.
I'm listening very carefully to the voice now and being like, who is it? Is it him? But like the person who's talking is like very obviously trying to like pitch their voice a little bit lower. So I'm like, is it? Is it him? Or is it old Alfie? I don't know.
That may be, but the Wardens of Calusia, Amarang, and Raktika remain.
Or maybe it's alternative universe Thancred. It could be anyone. All we're sure of is that it's not a woman. But maybe it is.
Indeed, and their precise whereabouts are as yet unknown. Which is why I propose we divide our forces and conduct a systematic survey of each region.
Sorry.
I'll take Amarang in that case. I know the lie of the land.
God, Alice, let the man speak. So rude.
If there are no objections, I will make for Calusia. I have connections there both in and around Yulmore that may prove useful.
Okay, so like the same thing of the twins go off and separate, and then we go to each one and do their missions.
Then I would ask that you journey to Raktika. There you will find Y'shtola. With her assistance, I doubt the Warden will evade your grasp for long.
I was wondering where she'd been.
Is Y'shtola the conjurer you and Urianger used to talk about?
Yes.
That's right. Though we haven't spoken much since she left for the forest.
Oh dear.
I fear I may be to blame for that. I had every intention of relaying the news of your arrival, but she is disinclined to speak with me.
Why do I feel like Stola knows more about the Exarch?
You have visited her, have you not? Might I trouble you to...
It would be no trouble.
My thanks. While you are all out in the field, I shall be here attending to business. I had somewhat fancifully contemplated joining the search myself, but other matters demand my attention.
What's that?
A missive from Lord Vorthry.
Oh no.
Invites me to join him in Yulmore to discuss the recent conflict at Lida Luran.
Well, don't go.
And? Did he even bother to offer any bait? It's obviously a trap.
I should be surprised if it were not. Nevertheless, I must seize this opportunity to speak with him, even if only a few words are exchanged. Though my power will be much diminished so far from the tower, it is a risk I am willing to take. Master Alphino, might I impose upon you to accompany me to Yulmore prior to beginning your reconnaissance?
Of course.
Then let us make ready. Safe travels to you all.
Thank you, mysterious crystal man. I'm like 99% sure it's Alphino. Like he's bigger than Alphino, so it's like, is this taller than Alphino? So I'm like, okay, this is older Alphino. This is like, if you look at the little noses, like it's a very little nose. It's a little feminine pointy nose. Yeah, double Alphino for double political power. Yeah. That's the theory. And he knows that he needs to see something at Yulmore, so he's like, I will take myself along. I can't with this time travel, universe travel business. Before you leave, I would make a request of you. There's a church, or rather, the ruins of a church, at Fort Job. Might I ask that you go there before seeking out Shtola? It was a place where people once gathered to worship the light. Alas, it has long since fallen to disuse. Yet within that hall there are remains of a tablet whose writings, I believe, may prove useful to Shtola. At the very least, such a relic would make a suitable gift for your reunion. Does she need to be plied with gifts because she's pissed off? A most considerate proposal. Very well. Ere we depart for Raktika, we shall journey unto Fort Job that we might secure this relic. Anything else you want to say? You two want to have a conversation about how you may in fact be the same person? Very suspicious. I'm even like looking for like details on his weapon that might point to being Elfie, like sigils and stuff. Hey, it looks kind of like that. I don't know. This is big theory crafting going on here. Safe travels, Astariel. I pray that tablet and its contents prove of interest to Shtola. Otherwise, she will slap you. She probably would. I confess a great deal of my time in Clusia was spent befriending the people, but that is not to say I gave no thought to our primary goal. Once I've escorted the exile to Yulmore, you can be certain I will do all I can to discern the whereabouts of any warden that may be hiding in Clusia. There are so many ruins scattered throughout Il Mheg, I'm honestly not even sure where to start. It's okay, we'll visit them all and waste our time. And then the evil people can win. I think the smoke detector's about to go off from this much cooking. I enjoy it though. It's someone we know. In the voice, I was hearing Alfie. Like when he said certain sentences, I was like, ooh. I think that is Alfie's voice actor, but I don't know. Maybe something went wrong in the future and Alphino and Alisane melted together. Alpha see the future. Alpha turn into Isa. I see future. I see the future. Oh my god, that's it. That's the solution. Yeah, they merged. And then they see the future. Yeah. I mean, I've had a lot of theories about who the Exarch is. Yours is definitely one of the furthest stretching ones. I'm right, damn it. It's Raubon. It's Twink Raubon. Alternative universe Twink Raubon. Yes. Mini. Extra small edition Raubon. Ozempic Raubon. Who knows? Who knows? That's what, yes! That's why he has the crystal arm! Exactly! He regrew it with crystal magic, which Raubon now does magic, okay? It's alternative universe Raubon. It's Hildebrand! It's actually Hildebrand. And he hasn't been a joke NPC all along. He's just been watching us. He's been observing us to see how we react to certain situations, right? Putting us through the extremes that he does in his quest lines to hard us, to make us strong individuals, you know, so that we can put up with literally anything. No matter how reality shattering, no matter how much they break the fourth wall. He's been preparing us all this time. Papalimo reborn. Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's true. It's Papalimo. So many possibilities. My mind is swirling with potential. I guess only time will tell. Who knows? Or it's just the Warrior of Darkness. But then he's too much of a twink to be the Warrior of Darkness. He's too, like... He's all, like, delicate, and he's got a little delicate nose and a delicate mouth. I don't know. Who knows? Well, the mystery continues. But I think, Humes, that is probably a good point to leave the story for today.